Somebody call 911. Ole, 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 ole. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final week. It's finals here, Season 3, Goalti Hot Hoops. I'm with my partner here, Jason Anthonian. I'm Dallas Momphis, and we're going to bring to you a great game. We've got Ranch and Giovanni's Little Jalapenos. And let's start off by talking about Giovanni's Little Jalapenos. They were the favorites coming out of draft night. They stumbled coming out of the gate, but now they've turned things around. Jason, what has happened in this playoff run for them to key off this championship run here?
They've actually been very patient with the disc. At first, they thought they were all shooters, but no, they're not. They're swingers. They work it to the middle, and then they shoot. They distribute well. They have the two Humango Bango twin towers, Ezra, Evan, and then they have Brandon out there leading the defensive core.
Yeah, and Giovanni's Little Jalapenos, easy road for all intensive purposes. They jumped out to a 7-0 lead in their semifinal game, in their way here. But on the other side of the coin, Ranch, they've been battling their way through. A lot of one-point games they've edged out, including their semifinal. They were down 5 points in that game to Ring Reapers, managed to come back. What is it going to take for Ranch to get it done in prime time here in the finals?
Ranch has to go to their primary shooter. It has to be James. The disc has to go through James. They'll brush in Grace, Quan, Nikel. Those would be the secondary options. You got to make sure the Humango Bangos cover James. If he shoots, he shoots. If he goes in and he catches it and he's a scorer, then he's going to do that. But you got to stop him. If they get up top early, they will be a lot more patient. You have Dan Bailey, the super dump. It's always going to go back to him.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Okay, and with that, we've got a great one. So let's take it to the field for the Season 3 championship of the Goalti Cup. Okay, so right now for Ranch, we've got Nikhil, we've got James, Dan Bailey, and Grace on the other side of the coin. In green is Giovanni's Little Jalapenos. They've got Gio, Nadu, Ezra, and Evan on defense. Jason, Ranch, as I said before in our intro, they have been the cardiac cats of this tournament. They found ways to scrape victories in the quarterfinals. They won by one. The semifinals, they won by one. Are they capable of winning games big?
I think absolutely they are. They have the skill set, they have the poise, they have the patience. Here you see Dan Bailey going to James, to Nikhil, and then it's going to go to Grace right here. All four people touch the disc, a lot of touches. Everybody's going to get involved in the action if they want to have a chance for victory.
Yeah, so here we are on the first offensive possession. And White, as a lot of people have noted, has been patient with the disc and trying to get James the disc in the front of the key or key him in. Oh, and there's a shot and a score early for Ranch. They are going to move up 1-0 here in this championship game.
If you look at the replay, you see James with a push pass. That was crazy. And we saw Grace just go for a almost a two-pointer.
All right, Dan Bailey now on the reset. Early lead here for Ranch, 1-0. And they're going to shoot. And Evan, he read that like a book, saw the threat coming across and played help defense there.
That was a pretty easy book, I'd say.
Okay, so now this is going to be Giovanni's first offensive possession now. Giovanni, the thing that you have to know about them is every player on this team is dangerous. They are all capable of shooting, all capable of scoring, especially the line that they have now with Nadu, Dylan, Evan, and Ezra. Dylan now with the disc, pushing up ahead to Ezra. Being very patient here. Ka'ua playing hard D on Nadu. You expect to see Nadu get the disc a lot here. She's been the primary goal scorer for Giovanni's Little Jalapenos.
Oh, totally. And here they go. They're going to try.
Shot here. And that's a score right there for Gios. They've tied it up 1-1.
You can pretty much assure today their Geos are going all up top. Everything they're going to do, bowlers, scoobers, it doesn't matter.
Huge defense from James. Totally smashed the disc right there. White's disc here. Nikhil in, Quan as well. Ranch got to clear it. It's a 1-1 game. We're still early in this game. Usually a lot of teams struggle to score early in championship games, especially in their third game. A lot of fatigue going on. Doesn't seem to be the problem here for either of these two teams.
I'd say it's still a little early, only 3 minutes into the game, but this is going to be a shootout right here, and it's going to be a game of attrition, third game of the day.
Okay, Kwon here, finding himself in the power position. A lot of people in the goal area. They've got to swing it around, and Dylan read that. Dylan points to the commentary booth. He knows he had a great defensive play there. Hand block from Dylan.
Dylan's playing for the cameras. Check out his YouTube channel. It has at least 20,000 subscribers.
20,000 subscribers for Dylan. Dylan is, he's already won one championship, the inaugural first season. He's looking for his second one here in season 3. Season 2, he was a captain. He led his team to the semifinals. One of the best Goalti players out here. A steal at the round that they got him in the draft. Now here we are, being very patient as Gio. We talked to some of the Szechuan shooters, and they said they were being very patient, swinging the disc around. That's not patient, obviously. James with a great defensive play.
Evan should see James. James is a big guy. He's a Humango Bango.
One of the premier Humango Bangos. Okay, so now offense for Ranch. We've got Nikhil, James, Kwon, and Ko'o. What I've really liked about watching Kwon play in this... Ooh.
Nice defensive block. You know where Dylan gets his frisbee skills? Volleyball.
Dylan's pointing to every single camera, any commentator booth that's looking at him right now. He's a man on fire here.
Hey, you got to get in that zone. When you're in the championship, sometimes you got to play for the camera. Other times you got to be in the zone.
Okay, again, I was alluding to this earlier, but Szechuan shooters told us that in their game in the semifinals against Giovanni's Little Jalapenos, they noted that they were very patient, very disciplined, comfortable with just sitting around swinging the disc. I expect Ranch at some point to realize this and try to turn up the heat on them. Ooh. A little hand there in Evan's face. Evan saying he's okay. I'm sure Nikhil did not intend to do that.
No, he told me before the game he was going to do that.
Okay, we have our first sound in queue. It's 15 minutes left in the first half.
We've seen...
Ooh, fast play here. This is where they've been really dangerous throwing the disc up, and they got the point right there. That's going to be another one for Giovanni's Little Jalapenos.
Nice footwork by Evan. Toe taps the lines. I wonder who he gets his notes from.
Yeah, you know, it takes a lot of discipline and practice in order to get that footwork down. And, I don't want to brag for you here, Jason, but you are one of the best in the business at that.
I learned from Reese. She teaches me.
Reese is really good. That is true. All right, so now we got a 2-1 game on our hands here with about 14. And Nikhil! Almost running into Ryan Williams there.
Double fist pump to the crowd. The audience is loving it. The fans are going crazy.
All right, now Ranch with the disc, down 1 with about 14 minutes left in the game. Or left in the half, I should say, sorry. Grace coming in now for Ku'ua. Grace trying to use her size, it appears, in the goal. And Dylan.
Another block by Dylan.
Third block, but it's going to get called back here. It looks like we've got a call, either a strip by Kwon. Can't tell. We do have referees, for those of you paying attention at home, but they only call goals in or out on contested opportunities. Okay, so now here we are. Power position. Nikhil trying to work that side. He's finding Grace. Grace doing a good job. A lot of the best teams in this league have been patient on moving the disc around. Grace signaling to him, I messed that up. That was all me.
Yeah, that's okay. You mentioned referees earlier. I don't know who's in charge of the refs, but
James just had a monster defensive play there.
I've never seen a ref sitting down before.
Well, apparently you're not a big fan of tennis or volleyball or just, a lot of sports, really. There's some referees in the NFL that sit down, in fact.
Well, I learned today.
You're going to learn today. You're going to learn. Okay, Nikhil now with the disc. Again, still 2-1 game. Ranch just hangs around. They linger and linger. Annalise in now for Nadu. And Annalise, I have to say, in her quarterfinal game, she really did her part in trying to push that team through that game.
She's a pretty solid Goalti player. Ultimate background, moved to the island just recently.
Yeah, we hope to get more of her because she is fantastic.
Yes.
Shot from the keel. It's not going to be in. He almost tried to pull the greatest
I
thing.
thought he was going to do the greatest.
But now we got to be patient here. Got to get it back to James. Got to get it back to center. We're doing that. Makoa and Grace are both working inside the goal. Grace swinging it around to the side wing. Gets it centered. Now we are isolated. Makoa shooting. Oh!
You know what I think they should have done? I think they should have went Grace to Makoa. If you watched their last primetime game, they had a great connection out there. We got hurricane force winds.
Just behind us, our scoreboard fell down, but it's okay. Everything is okay. We're getting a heavier wind coming just from our backs. It's going from the right side of the goal to the left side of the goal if you're going toward the goal, if you're going to score. Still a 2-1 game. About 11:30 left here in this championship game. Okay, now pushing down is to Evan here at the clear. Brandon over to Evan now. And in Giovanni's little jalapenos, like we said before, a patient team, very disciplined, especially with Brandon on the field. You can expect them to move it around the horn multiple times, trying to get that reversal, trying to flip the field multiple times. We haven't seen Evan or Ezra now here at the 10-minute mark substitute out.
You think they're going to try and play most of the game?
They're going to definitely play big minutes. They've been playing big minutes throughout this tournament, rarely subbing out.
Here we go. We got the James on Evan. Oh.
McCall playing real hard defense here on Brandon.
You know Brandon wants to cut from the back right here. He thinks he has this matchup.
It's really hard when you have Evan and Ezra on your team because it's hard to, like, you don't usually have two really tall, big players on your team typically. So they always have a good, easy reset by just putting it out to space.
Oh,
like Ezra right here is open right here. And even though Nikhil's not playing the most inspired defense, he's still on top of him and he's unable to prevent him from gaining the disc. A shot to Annalise. A lot of patience, didn't get anywhere. They possessed it for nearly 2 minutes.
That was a lot of patience, and then I don't know what happened. The gambler and Ezra just came out, and he was like, it's my shot, baby.
So we're under 10 minutes, as I said. Grace over to James. We got Dan Bailey making his appearance now on the field, and Dan Bailey is a staple Goaltimate member here in this Goaltimate community.
Dan Bailey will be the most physical. He's going to wear and tear you out there.
Known for his defense, he can be a threat here, especially in a league like this. And
Interesting. Just because the push pass worked the first time didn't mean it was going to work the second time.
Nadu was there. It wasn't the best pass. Not typical of James. Oh, Brandon got that right off his knees.
That was beast mode right there. Even Ezra was admiring that.
Okay, so now Ezra with the disc. Pushing up the head to Evan. Now, what Giovanni wants to do here is get into power position right in the middle. Ezra is trying to get it there. They don't get it. Brandon trying to guide Evan into that little middle area. Wow, Dan playing really hard defense. I love the way Dan plays defense. He borderlines that legal, not legal line better than anybody.
He knows it too. There's probably a lot of not legal.
But, you know, sometimes in Goaltimate, you need a little enforcer there. Shot. And that's a goal. Gio finally got it. With great patience, great discipline, Giovanni moves it into position. They're just looking for those jump discs.
And another up top. That's what they're going to be doing all day.
Okay, now cleared here. And I don't think Ranch wants to play this defense here like this. Like, if you get out-possessed, it's really hard to win games. You have Dan Bailey sitting really deep back, allowing Gios to just sort of walk this disc up. And you're down 2, you know?
Hey, they're just trying to be patient. That is... Oh!
Okay.
James is just saying, hey, you beat me by just a split second, but I still got up on that.
And that's what the patient movement will do for you. It'll get these guys to bite. Unfortunately, because he fouled there, they couldn't take advantage of that mispositioning. And here is one-on-one isolation. We've got Dan Bailey now guarding Ezra, and you really want to take advantage of this. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Dan Bailey says, not in my house. That was the cleanest Dan Bailey block I think I've ever seen. There was no contact on that.
All right, so it's 3-1. We're approaching 6 minutes left in the first half of this game.
Let's go, White. Here we go.
All right. We got quite the rivalry here. Ka'ua versus Nadu, the North Shore connection. Let's go. Usually they're on the same team, but not tonight. Here they go. Oh, fingertips. Tip deflection by James into Ka'ua's arms.
Still
that was
not there.
amazing.
Still attacking. Ka'ua attacking really hard here. And Nadu playing aggressive defense. Ooh!
Little contact?
And Quan was thinking about calling a contact, but I don't think he had it there. He didn't feel confident himself.
Well, hopefully there was contact because there was no one there by that throw.
Brandon throwing it over to Ezra now. Again, this patient play from Gio. You got to wonder at what point Ranch is going to really turn up the defensive intensity here. They seem comfortable letting them swing it around.
Takes a lot of time. Geos will take all the time in the world. They are in no rush. They're actually going to be the ones that get the shot clock instituted.
Yeah, there has been some talk, seeing some of these teams, if there should be a shot clock, and it's a conversation.
Yeah, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How many seconds?
I think that's the money question. Everybody doesn't know how many seconds it takes to really get the discount, but at the higher levels, it doesn't seem to be a problem. It seems like people are able to move it pretty easily. And
that's in.
They're saying in.
Another toe tap, twinkle toes.
It's going to be 4-1 for Giovanni's Little Jalapenos. With 5 minutes left in the first half, Gio being methodical, as they have throughout this entire tournament, dismantling their opposition. A little spin move, and oh man, Evan! Sneaky play there.
Oh, little double arms up. Let's go, Evan.
5-1 now, Giovanni's Little Jalapenos.
I got a question. How many times has Ezra and Evan come in second, would you say? This game means something to them.
Ezra took a lot of flack on social media here for being a person who comes in second a lot. They call him the Ken doll, number 2. But I think Ezra's tired of it. I think he's ready to close the book on that. Evan himself, he's won championships in league play.
Yes.
They haven't won it together yet.
Ooh. And Brandon won the first season with Dylan. Little keeping the band together.
Okay, being patient here. Dan Bailey pressing out. Dan just not letting Ezra in. He's physically going to... Oh! A double and a triple effort from James.
I think there's a quadruple tap on that. Quadruple.
James with an incredible effort on defense there. He lost his hat. I don't know where his hat is. I think he's just found it now. He's picked it up. You go to that well too many times. I think what Gio needs to figure out here is whoever James is on, the opposite person, Evan or Ezra, is the one who needs to go be in the goal, right?
Oh, totally.
But he got that score earlier on James, Evan. That spin move. Okay, now we're in power position here for Ranch.
You got that?
Oh, and a shot from Dan just gets smothered by Brandon. That's the second time in a row for Brandon now.
Dang.
Smothering shots at that left corner goal.
Right into Brandon's hands, too. Big pause. No Goalti gloves today.
We are now under 3 minutes in the first half. Gio's starting lineup is... Evan is not in anymore. You got Dylan and Brandon both in, along with Ezra. Evan taking his first break, and Dylan...
What a move!
Falling, tripping on some of the ground here. The ground is not very... It is rough. It's not very soft. It's easy to trip on little rocks.
It is rock hard today.
Yeah.
Anybody that dives out there, I feel sorry for their bodies. This is worse than turf.
There's been a lot of rain recently, and it's hardened up now and turned into this, rock underneath the grass. The grass is a mirage. It's not very soft. Oh, nice D from, Ezra. Ezra had the D. Nice D from Ezra.
Man, unfortunate turnover right there.
James pressing hard. We're at 2 minutes now.
There's a 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the first half now. Giovanni's little jalapenos being extremely patient.
Dallas is looking at Keely from Jason's shoulder.
At some point, you're going to expect, Gio just
What
tagged in here.
We got a collapse.
Our scoreboard just fell over on us here, behind us again.
Gale force wins.
We're dealing with some pretty heavy winds. The winds are picking up. And that's going to be in Gio's favor here, especially since they do now have the lead.
Hey, can you help put this Yeah.
Again, Giovanni just being extremely patient here. They are content with possessing this disc until the end of the half. There's only 60 seconds now left in the first half.
The patient. Do you think they're waiting for the last shot? They're still a little early for that. I think they're waiting for the right opportunity. Brandon wants them to wait, though. You can hear him on the sideline. Plenty of time. This is where the shot clock needs to get instituted. Under 2 minutes, I think you put it 24 seconds.
Still possessing the disc here for Gio. And that's the turn. Unfortunate. They've got less than 30 seconds now, Ranch.
You have to make a good opportunity right here. You got 20 seconds.
Approaching 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time!
Here we go to halftime. We got a great game. We got 5-1 Gio's. Gio's just been killing it out there. Now we're going to go to the halftime interview.
Hi, it's halftime here at the Goalti League Finals. I'm here interviewing two players from Ranch and from Giovanni's Little Jalapenos. Spicy jalapenos, indeed. Brandon, tonight we've seen a lot of things out of your players, a lot of height, a lot of swings. Tell us, what do you think about Dochi's recent Grammy win?
I thought that would happen. I got to bet money on that, and so I made a killing on that too. So I'm stoked.
And a lot of America did as well. Brandon, keep up the great work in the second half. Very impressed with what I'm seeing. Grace, I'm noticing a lot out there. What are you noticing?
Also a lot.
Any other comments?
I would like to comment on Beyonce's Album of the Year win and Country Album of the Year win. Extremely well deserved, and I will be at the Cowboy Carter Tour. Thank you.
And so will I. All right, let's take it back to the action. Second half coming right up.
Ready. Welcome back to the second half. Giovanni's Little Jalapenos now up 5-1. They've got the disc to start the second half. Again, I expect them to be extremely patient here, especially with the lead. I heard Brandon talking to them at halftime saying, hey, we got to play our game. We got to work it up, continue to do what we're doing. That's how we're going to win this game. Be patient, be patient. Ranch, of course, here starting without James on the field. You expect him to take some time off right here, take an extra large halftime to get his break, to get his breath, so he can run that last couple minutes where they've been most dangerous in this tournament.
Oh, absolutely. I think once James goes on the field, he's not coming off. He's going to stay on there the whole time. They need him to.
As we're looking over to Evan to try to get it there. They've been doing this throughout the entire tournament with shorter people, just trying to work a two-man game, Evan and Ezra. A little forced there.
He had the matchup. It was just a little too high. Thrower's error. Ranch is getting so cheeky with their throws. They need to be more conservative with the disc. Patience. There's still plenty of time. It's only a 4-point game.
Shot outside from Nikhil. Nice save here. Dan swinging it over to Quan. Quan trying to get it closer now. They got to find a way to get a score here without James on the field. If they can do that, it'll be a huge momentum boost for White.
Oh.
Deed there by Ezra.
Nice defense by Ez. Redemption right there.
Nice long shot there from Ezra over to Evan.
Look at Green spreading the field, being very patient. They're just going to take their time over here. They want each possession. They want to be holding the disc for more than a minute on each possession.
Ezra got the disc now, looking to push up here to Evan. Again, I'm working that two-man game, trying to be patient. Jetta doing a good job of trying to get out of that space. Oh, what a grab by Evan.
I think Jetta had that one.
Now you're going to expect to see Ezra working into the goal. Shot here.
Oh. Let's go, Nikhil. What a D. That got the crowd back into the game.
So you can see that this game plan for Giovanni's Little Jalapenos is well known amongst everyone in the crowd. They want to work that two-man game, dink and dunk between Ezra and Evan, and try to just throw it up for grabs. Didn't work that time. The crowd loved it.
Nadu coming out here firing on defense. Oh, what a D from Brandon.
Now this is going to be a problem going forward for Ranch. They got to find ways to get the disc up and be patient. They're taking the first shot they see every time and being outpossessed right out by Giovanni's Little Jalapenos.
You know Giovanni's is going to take their time. They're going to swing it back and forth. Ranch needs to value every possession so importantly.
I agree. Like Gio, we're approaching 15 minutes, about a minute away from that mark now, and they've just owned this disc for the vast majority of this time so far. Not a great gab.
I feel like every time it's in Ez's hands, it's a little riskier than the other throwers out there. But maybe he's the guy that slices and dices.
Again, Green doing a really good job of just possessing. Ranch got to put up a little bit more formidable defense here. They got to pressure. Nikhil with a D there. It's being called back, unfortunately. Evan, what a sky grab there for him. They still haven't cleared it. Gio's still looking for the clear. Bang, Evan, good save.
All right, still working on the clear.
They finally got it.
Oh, Nikhil was so mad he trucked Brandon, but I think Brandon liked it.
And this is a part of Gio's game. They want you to overbid on these shots. They want you to take a chance on a disc.
Even if they overbid, they're still going to go backwards. They have nobody in the goal right now, even considering cutting.
Okay, we had the sound marker at 15 minutes.
15 minutes is forward from the sidelines. 15 minutes.
Nice grab by Nadu right there. Snagged it out of the air.
Still around the horn. They possessed the disc for minutes now. Oh, this is an overbid. There's the shot. There's the goal.
Nice
Gio,
goal.
Another methodical point for them. They are really working this disc.
Another up top. Humango Bango.
Just some beautiful, disciplined Goalti right now from Giovanni's Little Jalapeno. They are an absolute machine right here. Except for this throw. And oh man, Ezra, that's the overbid that they were looking for. Now we're off to the races. James working as fast as he can to try to get back into position. And Gio shooting. Goal. What a shot. That's what we talk about. You overbid, you overcommit, you try to play hard defense. That's when they punish you.
What a throw, what a score. Here we go, double.
Now Gio's has a penchant to do this. They at times they build big leads and then they start taking their foot off the pedal. They don't finish.
You know, that shooter's got to shoot. That was a heat check right there, what Evan was doing. Nice grab. Did you know the first time these two teams played, Gio's was actually up 7-0. 7-0, and then Ranch came back earlier in the season, won the game. So they are capable of coming back. 6 points, 13 minutes to go. There's still plenty of time.
Yes, Ranch only has 3 losses all season. 2 of them 1-point games, one of them an overtime loss, a shootout. They are very familiar with how to win close, especially late in games.
Who's the shootout with?
They've had 2 shootouts. They've had one against Hot Shit, which they won, and they've had one in which they lost to Flaming Hot Chihus.
Ooh, I heard Flaming Hot Chihus never lost a shootout this season.
They didn't. They are 3-0. Unfortunately, they did get blasted by Giovanni's Little Jalapenos in the quarters, and Ranch gets the disc back. Okay, down 7-1 here. 12:30 left in the game. Grace finding Nikhil. Again, you're straddling between this border of are you aggressive? Do you play hard? Or are you still trying to work methodically? You got a lot of time at 12:15. You're gonna have a lot more possessions left in this game.
I think you still gotta be methodical. If you can go on a run right here, but you gotta make sure you take the right shots.
Oh, and Nadu with an incredible defensive play with her face.
I thought that was the no-look D.
Good work by Nadu. Now, Nadu is the commissioner of this league along with Brandon, both on the same team. They've done a great job this whole year.
This league has been amazing. Unlike that throw, the league has been a success.
Now Ranch with the clear. It's 11:30 left in the season. Can Ranch, like they've done all season, pull out a win? Fun fact for both of these teams, they both lost their showcase games too.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Ranch lost to Ring Reapers in a blowout, and Giovanni's Little Jalapenos gave up the biggest comeback to Hot Shit. And oh, what a score. There we go. That's how you get back on the board.
Let's go. Best hand in poker right here.
7-2 game. Nikhil with a great throw. And that's something I've noticed about Ranch as well, is when things aren't going too hot and they're having some struggles, they usually just put James out there in the goal area. And oh boy, second effort from Grace is no good. But
I thought she was going to get it. I was rooting for her on that play.
For sure. And like I was saying, James sometimes will get in the goal area and start acting as the cutter if they're trying to look for a spark, and it works right there with Nikhil. They have that 7. They've cut the lead down to 5 now.
Mm-hmm.
We're approaching 10 minutes now. Gio being very patient again. Brandon acting as that walking kind of reset. It's a triangle if you see from above here at all times. Brandon triangulating between Evan and Ezra.
That's a great shot by the drone right there. For those people that are trying to study Goalti, maybe freeze frame that.
Okay, so we've got the sound indicator telling us we are at 10 minutes left in the season.
The crowd loved they could hear that. Oh!
It's up, and they are saying goal. Goal for Giovanni's Little Jalapenos.
Oh,
what a score, though.
Evan just cracked the 4th dimension. He looked at us. We got people they're a little close. They got the front row seat. They got the premium version ticket package.
Yeah, we do offer premium tickets if you're interested in Goalti close up with some of the greatest pros in the entire universe. They are here. Check your package. Get in contact with Jason Anthonian at Locations Real Estate. He can hook you up with a house or front row tickets if you're lucky.
I think maybe the front row tickets lead to the house.
Oh, of course.
Or the house leads to the front row tickets.
There's some really nice houses being sold right now, and Jason Anthony is the guy to call. Call him, Locations Hawaii. He will help you find the right house. Ranch now with the disc. Working in the middle. They can't find the power position right now. They're struggling a little bit with it. They're working around the horn. You know, Gio, it needs to be said that 3 of these...
You can see that disc is on the way. With Dan Bailey, the disc in his hands, you always got to be watching. That throw can come at any second.
All right, now Gio's back to the methodical grind that they have utilized all tournament. They are just going to possess you until you make a mistake.
There's a lot of walking in this defensive possession from Green. They are taking their time.
Annalise back out here again. She's cutting real hard. You expect at some point James to come back into this game. He's taking a break here right now with 8 minutes left in the game.
Ranch needs to get this disc back. They need to play, what do you think they need to do? Play a little tighter? Play a little up?
Well, I definitely think they need to challenge these resets. Like Brandon right now is just so easily to reset. And if you're Ranch right now, you have to understand that you're losing. The clock is your enemy. And every second you don't have the disc,
Ezra's
you're
just
losing.
throwing them a bone right there.
You know, you don't want to be scored on. You don't want to overbid, but you do have to play tight on these.
See, you got to get James back in the game. The problem is Ranch is not going to sub for James until they make a mistake. So James is going to come in on defense, where he should be in right now.
Quan here in a power position. He's looking to get the disc out of his hand. No stall called there. Very generous stall count. Finds Nikhil. Nikhil's going to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
You just know it. A little over. It's still in play, though. Approaching 7 minutes. They're down by 6. Oh, Quan.
Now James will come in the game. Unfortunate error.
We're seeing Ka'ua, Dan, and Quan all coming out, subbing in for Grace, James, and Makoa.
Let's go. A little hockey line.
Nadu back on again. Nadu just celebrating her 21st birthday this past Wednesday. She won the championship last year, looking to make it 2 in a row for her.
She said this will be the best birthday gift she could have ever given herself. She gets this win. This is the North Shore crew. Well, besides Mikey and Fia.
Ooh, good bid there from Nikhil. Still not enough. Again, a lot of patience, just a lot of careful swinging. And our scoreboard has fallen for the 3rd time behind us as the wind continues to pick up here. And this wind, it favors Giovanni's little jalapenos because it's going to dampen offense potential. Your ability to throw a lot of overhand shots in this wind is going to be hard. Okay, nice patience from Evan, taking his time. They really want to isolate Ezra, and they're going to. And Nikhil, another defensive play. He's doing a great job of battling these tall guys here. He plays extremely big for his size. Very poachy defender as well. You gotta love Nikhil on defense. Okay, so now they're gonna clear it here. We're approaching 5 minutes off in the entire season. 6-point game here. McCall cutting deep hard. Nice aggressive cut there. Drew Gio into the goal.
That's a good opportunity for a pick right there.
James bodying his way in there. Great job by James. Oh, and he finds Grace, a little hunting point there to pull him within 5.
Let's go. What a pass, what a score. James to Grace.
5 minutes left now. A 5-point game. James thinking about shooting it there, but Nato playing really good defense. Nikhil getting open here. Can they get it to the power position? Nikhil wants to shoot. No opportunity. James now. Definitely a good position here. Nikhil looking. Oh, what a shot!
Oh, I think
James saves it, but it's not in.
Still attacking.
Nikhil thinking real hard here. Oh, McCullough got a hand on it, but not enough.
Oh, the drama, they were so close.
Okay, Brandon yelling now from the sideline, be smart, possess the disc. It's under 5 minutes. We're approaching just 4 minutes left.
They got to trap him right here. They got to make them make the mistake. Keep him trapped on the sideline. Oh, what a gift right here.
Under 4 minutes, a 5-point game for Ranch. They got to get some points. Each possession now is more and more valuable. You're only going to get so many left in this game. You got to think they're only going to have about 3 or 4 more possessions left.
You have this Gio matchup right here.
Almost a handoff.
I thought that was.
Got Grace again, another hunting point. 4-8.
That's my first handoff to pass I've seen.
Now, don't call it a comeback just quite yet. Ranch has done this all season long. It's approaching 3 minutes now, a 4-point game. Ranch is known for comebacks. Gio's known for choking leads. Could this be a recipe for a great ending here to the 3rd season? Gio with an incredible D. The mascot of the team himself, Giovanni, is the one who gets the disc back.
Redemption.
Brandon again from the side, like pleading with his team, take your time, take your time.
I'm surprised Brandon's not out there.
They're able to find Gio. Now, again, Ranch needs to turn up the D here. I know you're tired. I know this is your 3rd game, but this is the entire season. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. You're down by 4. You got to get aggressive here.
Oh, here
a
we go.
Shot.
Oh,
Just outside. Not really a true shot. He was just trying to get a reset.
That was a great throw. They're not even trying to shoot if they don't have to.
No, you can tell that this is just a possession objective for Giovanni's little jalapenos. If they're able to get a score, then they get the score. If not, they're just going to continue to possess. Sean Munley just walked behind us, a legend of Goalti. James, an incredible D. This might be it. The crowd can feel it. They got to make the most of this possession. You only got 2 minutes.
Oh, hitting the disc, the goal is shaking like an
2 minute
earthquake.
warning here.
They got to get it in James's hands. He needs to be the shooter, or Nikel to James.
Ka'ua cutting across now, trying to find space. Quan. And they got another score. It's a minute 30, down by 3.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Minute 23.
You can get it within 2. Anything can happen.
Oh, and that's a turn. James knows he screwed that up. He doesn't look too happy, but
They might not even get the disc back. That might have been the last time.
Grace pleading now on her side. Press, press, press.
60
seconds left. 60 seconds left.
60 seconds!
Being patient again. Brandon looking for a swing. It's a 3-point game. Under 60 seconds here. James being hyper aggressive now. $30 seconds now. 3-point game.
Ranch needs to get the disc back. He's not going to throw it. It's a
He
fake.
might take a shot there.
No, he would never.
Maybe.
Now with Brandon right here, they're just going to walk it. They need to press, and they're not doing it.
We're getting the sound
they
cue.
did take a shot. All right, now they got to go for a 2-pointer.
With 10 seconds left, you expect a 2-pointer here. And this is just to cut the lead down,
This
and
for
Giovanni is gonna win the championship. Collapsing down to the ground, Brandon, Evan, and Ezra finally get it done, and Dylan taking his shirt off and getting a big hug from Evan. What a moment for Giovanni's little jalapenos. A methodical machine all game long. Green, and in fact, all tournament long. Green's patience, their discipline pays off. They are able to use their size and savvy. We have a great time out here. We hope you enjoyed it as much as you did at home or playing in the game. We're going to kick it over to Nick for Jason Anthony, Dallas Memphis. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Hey, a very exciting game to wrap that up. Final score 8-5. Gio's little jalapeñitos over Ranch. So we picked a few players of the game over here. I'm joined by Ranch's James Robb and Ka'ua Green, and I'm being fondled by a man. Oh boy, someone call my lawyer. James, we're gonna start with you, big guy. The end of your semifinal game ended pretty spectacularly in a comeback against black. My question to you is, can you copy that noise?
I guess so.
Couldn't have said any better myself.
Thank you.
We saw a lot of possession from the green team tonight. The windy conditions picked up in a little bit. The white team seemed to make a comeback. Nadu, were you nervous?
Yeah, a little. They had very strong female matching players, so my goal was just to keep them out of play and play hard defense on them. I got scored on quite a few times, but...
Yeah, very honest. No, you played a great game, Nadu. Yeah, good job, good job. One more question for Nadu. The wind.
The wind?
Correct. Evan, some have said that you are the shorter of the Twin Towers.
Well, Ezra's 6'5" on Hinge, so...
You heard it here, folks. Thanks. I think that just about wraps it up for us here today at Crane Park. Thank you, everybody, for your participation. Congratulations, Nadu. Great job. See you next year.
Certainly hot.
Oh my god, that's so hot.
Give me a water, man! Shut up, you! Feel like I'm gonna die! He's on fire!
Hey, big guy.
I'm like, I kind of like the trash cans full of like lager. Do you remember that? It was like, you get like, use your last year, but I was talking about like,